I guess we'll go ahead and get started.
That's a good start.
Hopefully, everybody, it's suggested yesterday that maybe some people couldn't hear, so everybody can now. As far as the update goes, things are looking pretty good. As far as the situation, there's really been no change. Obviously, yesterday, I'm sure everybody knows, throughout yesterday, the crest dropped more than 2 feet, so it's sitting down. I'm sure let's talk about that. But things are looking good. We have no major problems. I'm sure Vernon is probably on his way. But as far as the city part of it goes, we're looking pretty good. So I'll turn it over to Felix. Anybody got any questions when we get done, certainly answer those.
Okay, well, just updated again. So the level is still hanging at 47.5. Our present level is 44.4. So if these numbers are official, we're number 2 in history right now. So 49.7 was number 1, and this will be number 2 as of today's numbers. We're still doing levee walking. We probably will need some more volunteers after today to do levee walks, 4-hour shifts. We're finishing up, doing like a finish detail on our levees in town here. Dressing it up a little bit. Vernon, I guess, will give you an update when he gets here, but we're trying to, the gates are leaking, not normal leakage on them, but we're just trying to slow it down. We've always had this problem with the gates, so they were trying to slow that down a little bit. There's Vernon. Let him finish that up then. We're out of sand right now, and we're not going to order any more. We got a lot of them sitting around right now, so if people think they need some sandbags, use what we got here, and then if we have to, we can order some more. But right now, we're not bringing any more sand in. And then next week, we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with all the sandbags we've got out. Get a collection point, so we'll be dealing with that next week, someday, or a week after. Other than that, I think we're holding good. Yeah, St. Mary's, they're still doing a little sandbagging. They got 2 homes, I think Frank said he wanted to do yet, and he's looking for a pump for a Bader's restaurant or tavern, whatever it is. And so I'm gonna be looking. I just got that call right when I was walking in the door, so I'm gonna look into getting something for them. They seem to be doing good. We're up north, the road, Magnolia Holler, all that's flooded in. There's a chance, depending if we, on the north side of the establishment, that's going to be getting close if we get to this 47, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But we'll keep everybody updated when I find out what's going on, if there's any other closure. Emerald, as of right now, as far as I know, is still open. The only road down right now is 61 South. And the water is actually up to our levee on 61. So it is south of, if you know where Open Foods is, just south of there, the water is across the road, right on the other side of our levee. So our levee is doing fine in the city here.
Any news?
Not good news. Yes. Like Philip just said, our levee's doing fine. We're lowering the water pool off the tow berm, and we're checking that. We got people, I guess Philip's went over this, but people patrolling the levee. And at this point, we don't have any places of concern at all. We still have some water on. I lowered the pool probably another 6 or 8 inches before we shut a pump off this evening, or this afternoon later. And we're doing trying to slow the water down and the seepage underneath the gates. The parent bags that we had in there didn't do much, but it can't get any bigger. If you want a leak, you want a good one, and that's a good one. There's concrete underneath it and steel above it, so it won't get any bigger. And we're throwing material in sandbags and some raw material over and some plastic, and just trying to get it to slow down. And we have done a lot of good so far. We just cut probably in half up there, but it's still, it'll be a lot less pumping. And the good thing is it never get any bigger, so without blowing out concrete and steel. So, and the rest of the levee, we're finishing topping the south end. We'll quit probably not too many hour or two for now, or this afternoon early. We'll work on them gates. We'll move down and do the lower gate on the railroad tracks probably in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and get that one slowed down. And that'll be, we won't never get them stopped totally, but because the higher the river goes, the more pressure and the more it squirts through. And it's squirting through, but it's not the volume. It looks, one of them looks really like it's a lot coming through, but it's just a splash, and it's the volume is less than half of what it was. So we're doing good, and we won't have no problem there, and the pumping will be good. So I don't know. I don't have anything else right now. Thank you.
I did neglect one thing. Depending on how high water get, we may be shutting down Marina Road. So we got a lot of people trying to go out to the marina to look at the river. Later today or tomorrow, we may have to shut it down. It's just getting too close in a couple areas. And there is a slide out there that we're kind of keeping an eye on. So if we make a decision it's unsafe to be out there, we're going to shut it down. And as of now, nobody is permitted to get on top of the levee except the levee walkers and construction people. So it just getting too high, and if that thing happened to slip someplace, we don't want anybody around it.
Okay. The other things that I just wanted to mention was the whole, as far as the levee goes and raising the levee, I want to just acknowledge the Levee District 3. Their whole board met a couple times in emergency to make sure that was all done as quickly as possible, and those guys jumped right in there, and so this wasn't all just a whole city thing. It's been a cooperation of everybody in this room, and also Levee District 3 has been doing a lot to make sure that the levee is where it is and what it's being done. And also the Amateur Radio Club has been the people that's been organizing the levee walkers and they've got a base set up with all the radios up at the park, in the park house. So those guys are doing a great job too. Just started last night, and I imagine that'll probably go to the first part of next week. So,
At least it's Tuesday.
yeah. Any questions, anybody?
I want to point out, City Hall's going to stay open.
Yeah, also, we'll have people here at City Hall during the day, the next, through Friday and Saturday, certainly at least through Friday and Saturday. So if anybody needs anything, please just call City Hall. There'll be somebody here that can help you.
Gas. Yeah. Gas. What's the status on?
Gas, it was kind of a day-to-day decision, and I imagine that's probably where we're sitting at today. I think things are obviously going in the right direction. Well, hopefully these guys are happy, and but I'm sure that decision will be made again today, but so far so good. Anybody else?
We're still at 47.5 projected on Friday.
47.5, yeah, they did update it at 10:15. So,
Still late Friday, early Saturday.
Yeah, I looked at it this morning. Yes.
yes. What actually updated since you walked in the room?
Over time.
Yeah. Yeah, it, actually, yeah, still the same time. Late Friday, early Saturday. And that has 9:19 or 10:19 this morning.
Post office, you guys good for now? Stay where you're at? Okay.
As of this morning early, we had about 2 feet of water, 2.4 feet of water coming, as I've seen it down there on the gauge, and I think that's a really good thing. And
2.4 feet of what?
More
water.
more water coming this morning, but they took a foot off last night again, so we're at minus 2.5 feet from the 50, so that's a great thing. And the levee at this point, I don't know if I stressed it right a while ago, but the pre-warning of anything is a water seep. Then the next thing is a sand ball. We don't haven't found a seep in it yet. So that's a really good thing.
Nothing else? Okay, we'll still meet again tomorrow at 11 if anybody's interested. So thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.